Look, boys, I'm hot, and not because the goddamn AC is on 22, what is it, Celsius in the heat. It's warm, but um, is it 22 supposed to be cold? I'm not sure. I don't know, but it's on the heater, so whatever. Um, I just got done with a meeting with a whole clothing brand. I'm not clothing brand. Clothing marketing agency. They don't just do marketing. Like whatever you would need in an in-house brand, and they do it all themselves. Like the brand identity, the marketing, tech pack, designs, the whole nine yards, right? And I'm not gonna lie, it is a pretty price. Like just for the rebranding, they're asking for about 1.7 to 2K dollars. In reals, it was like 6,000 to 8,000, right? Alhamdulillah for that. But what I'm looking at it was I legit looked at it to network, right? Like I like my whole plan was to let them know like, okay, this is interesting, this is cool, send me the price. Be transparent with them, saying I just got here, so I got paperwork I need to get done. Once that gets done, I'll have more time to like really think about it. But I want to get to know everything, right? And then on top of it, I saw one of their guys that's going to the school here in Riyadh. It's called Marangoni. It's a fashion school. They do either marketing you do one year, which is 9 months, of either marketing or design, and you for your clothing brand specifically. And this is like a Italian school, like in Milan, all that kind of stuff, and they go to Shanghai, all that kind of stuff, and they just have one in Riyadh recently, and that's another one. But that one was pricey. That one's like 15K, I think, in dollars. So I'm trying to see if I can get a scholarship through that. If you're Saudi, they already give you 30% off, which brings it down to 15. And then they also do I think if you do through the Saudi Commission or something like that, like school, they'll also pay for that too. So if I can able to get in there, that would also be really good, because then I won't necessarily have to work with them. But the point is, what I'm trying to make is, when I was there, I connected with the guy on a more emotional level, like just because he knew English pretty well. I was like, oh, where are you from? He said he's from here, but he went back and forth from LA. He was in California for a bit, made a little bit of, Toronto, so Canada. I don't know if I said California, but anyways, so made a couple of jokes there, because of the Toronto accent. I knew he would already know, kind of connected. I said, I knew one of your guys already. I knew of him. I saw him at the thing, and I also saw him on your guys' social media. So, like, I was seeing it there. I just want to know if there's any more events, stuff like that. And he's like, bet. He gave me his personal info. He's going to send me this other guy's info. And, we're just going to legit network. And they're just going to show me around, right? They're like, come see it, and then whenever you're able to do it, you do it. That's what I really love about, one, Saudi Arabia, and then two, the people, the hospitality. They're like, don't even worry about it. We got you, right? They're already going to go the whole 9 yards to show me this stuff. I guess you could say it's because of their brand too, but he was just like, just come see it, at least come chill and vibe, be in this environment. So never be afraid to, really put yourself out there and just be like, hey, like, even if you're like, hey, I can't afford none of this, but I really want to get into this space and I really want to do something. Just by saying that alone will show somebody. And if they generally don't have anything they can do, then they can't do much, right? Or if you can ask them, like, look, man, I know this might be out of the ordinary, but I was wondering maybe if I get your personal info or something like that, or maybe we can just connect and then just show me around, or give me, or just maybe if I ask you, you can send me some ideas that you come across of or anything like that. It'd really be great to network or connect or whatever it is, and just by doing that, you give yourself more time to, or you give yourself time to be around the right environment. Like right now, it was just gonna be just me trying to figure out where these places are, which is fine, right? Like some fashion events, where they're in Saudi, right? But sometimes it doesn't come up on Google, right? They haven't been made, they haven't done nothing. And he was telling me, we have new events that we're planning that we haven't released, that they're gonna come in this time. We'll give you access to this. Boom, great. Now I know it's way ahead of time before most people, or someone tells me something that I couldn't find, that I didn't stumble upon online, or it didn't seem that big to me, and then they explain it to me. Okay, great, yeah, let's go there. Let's do this, right? And I think that's the most important thing when it comes to, like, again, putting your right foot forward, because opportunity, like, I could say right now I'm lucky to have gone to the opening for this and to maybe get a full scholarship. I'm lucky to say I got on this call with them and found them, and might be able to to maybe work with them in the future, do some rebranding, to have a clear vision to network with these people, and if I ever need anything, I can come to them. Like, this is a great like opportunity. This is like somebody people say like, oh, damn, you have good network, you have good connection. And I have other friends and people that do other stuff when it comes to the, I guess, the world of fashion and building a clothing brand. So at the end of the day, you really just have to like put yourself out there. This is not like a whoa type of crazy like, oh my god, I'm gonna make it type of connection, right? But it's a start to getting to where I want to get to. Like, if I have a simple like, if I go meet these guys and I talk to them and I don't even sign with them, but I get cool with them and I just make my brand, I'm like, yo, what do you guys think of this? He was like, oh, what we do for one of our clients, da da da. Here's this would be a great idea. Boom, and that simple thing could probably like just help the business, right? And the exact example I gave earlier in another previous video of whose opinions matter. These guys' opinions matter way more than anyone in my family, anyone that I come across that's not been in this space and nothing. Their thing is gonna matter more because they were showing these are all they had what like like they can't even fit it all in one hand of the names of brands that they worked with, and some of them are doing really really well, and some of them are even outside of Saudi, right? So it's like, okay, this is a great step, right? So by getting the branding good, by getting everything to look good and feel good, and then have a better idea, I have a more clearer path on what I need to focus on, where the growth comes from, right? Because when I showed, I don't know if you guys know this, but I went on a meeting like maybe a month or two ago, or I don't know, maybe even earlier. My concept of time is so far gone, but it was with an event planner who does like huge, like insanely big events, and someone who does marketing. And they both loved the idea. I presented to them, all kind of stuff, and they loved it, right? And I'm not like, look, like I'm someone who's not in college right now. I'm still, I guess you could say, very entry level when it comes to designing. Like I don't really have really good training. Like, if I'm gonna be honest, like after I changed my major, took a year off, and then went to and then now I'm here, so it's gonna be a little bit over it. Like, I'm still at a very beginning stage, but to have people who don't know what it is be like, oh wow, that's amazing, and then someone else look at it like, oh, there's just minor tweaks we need to make. It's a bit. It means I'm doing a lot for myself, and I'm proud of myself. And it's just gonna take some time and some refining. Like they said, there's a couple of things we do need to refine if we do end up doing it, because it is really good, but it just might be a little bit all over the place. If I didn't go to people like this, and if I didn't find people that were like this to maybe just even show, I wouldn't have gone that, and I would have just continued on. But now if I have a clear vision, it makes it, I get a better idea of where I want to go, if that makes sense. So I think that's something we all need to look into when it comes to, I don't know, if you're building a software, if you're building an agency, a service-based company, a product, whatever it is, if it's in beauty, if it's in fashion, if it's in education, if it's in anything, whatever it is, just focus on it and be around the people who are there, right? And I'll just say this again to retouch on my opinions video is like, if you are writing a cookbook and you go to an engineer on how to structure that, they're gonna give you like the best, like, I don't know, put the ingredients and call it a day. But if you go to someone who cooks for a passion, who knows their stuff, they don't probably haven't published anything. They might tell you what they like when they read something like that, because they're someone who's really in it, or what they would do, right? And if you go to someone who's maybe written a book, right, with pictures in it, right, where it's minimal, not insane amount of words, but instructions, right? You can go to someone who's done that, right? And then you can read the cookbooks, right? Cookbooks, like people who write self-help books and the books that you like or whatever it is, those are blueprints for you as well, and then you just change it to make it your own. So again, go to the people whose opinions and knowledge matters, right? Like I'm being so real. My little sister, my oldest uncle, my auntie, whoever it is, like my closest friends, well, only one of them might know, but the rest of everybody, like, they don't really know, right? Like, none of them are in marketing. None of them run their own thing except for some, and none of them like focus on certain things. Like my uncle, I designed my whole stuff in Figma on my computer. He knew what Figma was and what it's about. He manages people who also use that stuff for where he works at, like, because he's at a high position, so he has to manage this and a few other stuff. But he sent me this because he knew of it, and he knew how good it was. So he gave me a course. He showed me stuff, and it was the right person for the right knowledge, right? My auntie does a lot of design stuff, but she doesn't know much about Figma. So she would have gave me something else, right? Which wouldn't be a bad idea, but when I finish my stuff and show it to her, she can look at it and be like, okay, this needs to change. This is a better idea, blah, 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 right? So again, it's just like putting yourself in the right position, asking the right people, and putting yourself out there. Like really put your right foot forward, right? And I think that's what matters. And yeah, I think that's pretty much the end of the video. And I'm gonna get to it. Have a clear path. I'm gonna hit the gym right now and get to work after, inshallah. So let's get to it.